Is there anything in the plan you like? I mean, in the bill that you like?
Well, it's not that I don't like it. I just don't think you are the body to do this. Anything I didn't like in my plan, or I by law, I'm supposed to negotiate with the city of Orlando elected body, not the state of Florida. I'm not even sure, and I'm not a lawyer, but I'm not even sure when this is said and done, if collective bargaining still remains in this state.
I think perfect example you mentioned earlier about the FRS is not in a crisis. Yet I think the state agrees that budgetarily you're in a very difficult position. It's not because of the FRS. Going into a defined contribution is not going to fix your budget problem. There's no planning involved in 401ks. You're on a roller coaster. That's not how you plan for a retirement. 401ks were designed as an executive perk to avoid taxes on extra compensation. It's turned into a retirement. Wait, come on. Most municipal police and fire do not participate in Social Security. We don't pay into it. We don't get any benefits. Our city doesn't have to pay into Social Security. You put us in a defined contribution, that could be a catastrophe for our members to be without anything but a fund, because it's not a plan. A fund that might have enough money when they retire, it might not. Defined benefits plan for people's future. It puts risk together and it plans for that future. And that's what we're asking you to do. The crisis examples across the state and cities, just like the FRS and the state of Florida, was not caused by the pension plans. It's not going to be saved by throwing the risk all on the employees and putting us in a defined contribution.
So your issue is the contribution?
I beg your pardon?
Your primary issue?
My primary issue...
Give me be specific primary issue.
Let me be real precise here. My primary issue is that you've acknowledged we have a budget issue, not a pension issue. That the budget issue, you should be statesmen and stateswomen and address the budget issue, not through the pension fund.
Educational support people that work for our school systems that qualify for welfare right now. They work all day long, only to see their benefits cut. Now you're talking about cutting their wages. Whether you want to believe it or not, it is a wage cut. They've not seen raises in 3 years, but they still show up each and every day. They still give their hearts to every child that's out there and show that they have that commitment to our system.
We were made promises when we signed on with the state. I was promised that I would have my bar dues paid. That is now gone. I was promised that I would get health insurance. Now I'm being forced to give money to that. I was promised I would have life insurance at twice my pay. I then was told last year that my life is only worth $25,000 and I had to purchase additional life insurance. So in 1 year, I have already received 3 pay cuts. 3. And you're asking me to take another. And you're asking people who make less than I do to take another. I do what I do. I'm a career criminal prosecutor. I spent 3 years as a sex crimes prosecutor. I do it for love. I use my personal resources because I love what I do. Nobody cares that we have to take second jobs. Nobody knows about that because we're being portrayed as villains. We have no union. We have no one to speak up for us. And that is why I'm here, to speak up for us. It is wrong, and the way you frame things, the words you use are important. People call it fairness, and they call it a contribution. I call it what it is a tax.